You're going to be working with your own images, but to get them prepared to place in Illustrator and to be colored when we get to that phase, we want to make sure that you're working with grayscale images. The quickest way to make sure all of them are grayscale is to follow these steps. Let's start by working with a folder that doesn't have your images in it. There's the original color images, and I'm going to click all four of these images and just drag them into Photoshop. And then I'll see that I have clearly four color images. This one, it's hard to tell this one's color, but it was a gray day. This is a photograph I took and then cut out the background photo. If I look at it up close, it has no color background, so this is a transparent ping. This is a JPEG, JPEG, JPEG. Okay, so that establishes the color images. They're in RGB mode, all of them, just like just about any image from the Internet Image Mode, RGB color. Okay, so while I've got one of these open, I'm looking at my Photoshop is in Essentials mode too, so that gives me these tools, and this is my Actions window. Yours probably only has default actions. I've added a couple. But I'm going to click in this right flyout menu and say, go to Load Actions. And then I'm going to navigate to that Day 2 folder. And there's this Graybit Actions ATN file. This is a collection of Photoshop actions. And I'm going to open that. And now I've got a few to choose from. The one we're going to look at is Grayscale Jpg. It's actually just Grayscale, but I call it Grayscale Jpg. All right, so I'm going to close all of these images because I don't need them, and this is irritating to me, so I'm going to go back to the Essentials view. And what I'm going to do is to go back to my original color images, and I want to make sure I don't ruin them or change them to a color to grayscale, and then because I can't change them back. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to select the folder and go to File, Duplicate, or Command D, and then I'm going to change this to Grayscale Images. No copy. Okay, so this is the folder that I want to aim for. Now, if I go back to Photoshop, in my my actions are loaded. I'm going to go to File, Automate, Batch, and we're going to batch process some images. So what I'm going to do, this probably just says this for you, default. I'm going to change the set of actions that I'm going to work from to my Graybit actions, and the action I'm going to choose is Grayscale JPG, and I'm going to choose a folder, and this is the choose button, so I'm going to navigate to that Day 2 folder and make sure I select Grayscale Images and then choose. What it's going to do is open every image in this folder, convert it to grayscale, save it, and close it. Alright, so I know there's only 4 of them. You might have more in your gathered images, but this is the idea. Click OK. I'm going to see some images. I might see them open here a little bit, or I might see nothing as it just processes. It's hard to say. It's not actually supposed to have the spinning circle, so maybe it's not working and I need to re-record this video. We'll see what happens. What's going on? Okay. And did it work? Let's find out. Yes. So hopefully yours worked faster than this, but what I've got now in my grayscale images, if I drag them to Photoshop, is, not unsurprisingly, a bunch of grayscale images. So, and they kept their format. So the ping still has a transparent background. But what I can do with each of these now is place them in Illustrator. File, place. And the ones that are JPEGs, desktop, to Grayscale Images, skull, place. I can change this color now if I want. So that's the basic idea. Took longer than I intended, but that's how you use a batch process action to change all of the images in a folder to a different format.